Okay, I'm at the West Fork kind of parking area again of the San Gabriel River. You can see the river behind me maybe, right? My plan today is to run out to Bear Creek, the trail which is only about a mile away from here, and then jog to the best of my ability. It's a little overgrown. About 5-ish miles more to what looks like could be some cool water holes up the East Fork, but kind of slightly north to where the trail branches off. So let's see what we find. All right, I just crossed the West Fork of the San Gabriel River near the bridge, and the idea is it's gonna go up Bear Creek Trail here. So yeah, follows the river quite a ways. I'm quite zoomed in, but I was really close to them when I startled them. They're just making their way up the mountain. Yeah, they're up the ridge into my jogging, so yeah. Okay, so right along the trail, past the campground a little bit, you get this structure here, some remnants of an old cabin, right? And a little chimney, right? A little fireplace. So I don't quite recall, but I think if you go up this way, which I've done before, there should be a little waterfall. So I'm gonna do that real quick and keep going on the trail, which is pretty beautiful now. All right, so here's one of the upper waterfalls and a little pool. And this is the lower waterfall. I climbed up a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way back to the trail shortly. I would rinse off in here, but I'm I guess saving the water hole time to well, for areas I haven't explored quite as much, which are further up the trail. So yeah. All right, kind of where the canyon walls really start to tower. But yeah, the trail does get a little more overgrown here, / washed out, but overall, so far, not too bad. Okay, so this right here is a particularly deep pool. All right, this is another deep pool. So I was just wading through the creek, and again, pretty deep. So yeah, might be a nice summer spot, and you don't have to necessarily go as far as I'm gonna go to run into deep water holes to some extent. So deep for the San Gabes, that's what I'll say. So I guess I'm kind of looking at where they merge, but because this is the East Fork of Bear Creek, and up that way is the West Fork of Bear Creek. And where they merge, you get a pretty big water hole. You know, I would say the biggest along the creek so far, right? Although some of it is filled with sand. So actually, before going up, I'm just gonna, take a little dip in here. I really want to. This is just so vast and amazing. So yeah, let's rinse off. All right, this pool is much deeper than any of the pools I've been in the San Gabriels recently. Pretty spectacular. So I might get some video of me just swimming around in it, but it's not huge. But yeah, anyways, let's soak. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Ah, man, that's a January water for you. All right, I'm gonna see if I can prop this up. Get some video of me swimming around in here, or just not swimming, but you'll see. Woo! Woo! This is great. Can't touch the bottom. Oh, barely can. But yeah. All right. It is quite chilly, All right, that's something special. Good stuff, where the West Fork and the East Fork of Bear Creek meet. Yeah, you get quite the pool. I don't remember it being quite as big last time, but could just be me. It's a nice spot. So I'm gonna keep going up the East Fork this time. I think last time I did west. That way, and but the East Fork looks pretty cool too, so let's do it. So many deep water holes here. Kind of sad I'm not spending my time swimming in each one, but if I did, I'd never make it up. So yeah. Another one of these huge pools, right? I mean, there are so many big natural water holes here. Speaking of the magical water holes, here's another one. And it's starting to get some sun in this part of the canyon, which is great. Okay, so I think I'm at the right place to get to where I want to go. There's a little stack of rocks right there, which indicates that the trail, I think, comes up this way. Officially, there's not much of a trail though, but I was interested in going up that way a little bit, which is sort of where I said I would turn around a little back. So I'm gonna make my way up there short, just a little ways, and then see what I find, and hopefully it's really cool. All right, so I don't know if this spot officially has a name, but if I could name it, I would call it the Narrows of Bear Creek, or Bear Creek Narrows, something like that. Because the canyon is about to get really, really narrow, as far as I can tell, and really steep. So yeah. All right, making my way up the Narrows, and still got really nice pools, so my hope is that something nice will be coming along up this way. Wow, okay. These are definitely Narrows, and my hope is that I can make my way through this, but if it does get deep, like I said, I'm looking for a good turnaround point. But yeah, this is in the East Fork, or maybe the main fork of Bear Creek. Past the trail on the way up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, good stuff here. I'll say that. Yeah, I could maybe make it around. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna leave maybe my water bottle and a few things here if I do that. We'll see. Maybe I'll just turn around here though, who knows. Okay, so I did try with some of my stuff, making it around there, but it does get pretty slippery, so I just decided not to. It's real deep here. You know, I can definitely like go up that and make it over, but the issue is, you know, with an iPhone, you know, and some of the other stuff I'm carrying, like my car keys, I'm not so sure that that makes a lot of sense. So I may just go up there on my own quickly, right? Just kind of walk around and see what's there, and maybe try to bring my phone in a plastic bag. But you know, beforehand, I'm just gonna rinse off in the Narrows here, you know, in the pool. It's quite a nice spot, to be honest, even though it's not as climactic maybe as I was hoping, although these Narrows are pretty epic. Cold plunge number 2. I'm standing here, but I think a little further back I can't stand. But yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Yeah! Whoa. Breathe in some water. But yeah, these are the Narrows. It's incredible here. It's incredible how high these canyon walls go. Real epic. Good stuff. So yeah, I think now I'm gonna set my camera down and just see how tractable going up there is on my own, and just kind of peek. And you know, I might come again, and maybe I'll tell you what I see, maybe I won't. Hopefully it's interesting, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, water's pretty chilly, you know, it's January. The Narrows are pretty epic. Maybe you can see them behind me to some extent. But yeah, it's a little before noon right now. I think I started around 8:30, and I'm only maybe about like 5 miles out. But yeah, you know, the first part you can kind of jog if you have like the coordination for it. The latter part, it's just it's really rocky, so a lot of rock hopping, and you know, it'll slow down what would otherwise be a relatively quick trip. So you know, it's not much of a trail here. My feet are wet, you know, most of the time. But you know, was it worth it? I would say so. To be honest, I wish I could bring the camera a little further back that way, but can't really do that, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna head back. Not sure how much footage I'll get, but stay tuned if this is the last. All right, looks like bear might have been digging here. That's why they call it, you know, Bear Creek. Essentially, there are bears everywhere though, so who knows. Right, back at the West Fork parking area. I am pretty tired, you know. I don't know why. I think it's about the same distance as last week going to Chileno Canyon, but for whatever reason, I think I just might not have done nutrition well, or I mean, it was also a lot like longer, and a lot of it was kind of off trail, so I didn't bring any food or anything. Could be part of it. But yeah, it's not quite 3 yet, so I made it back quick, but good stuff, right?